Alrighty, you're buying a new rod, there's so many options, what do you choose? Now there's two main materials of rods, and that's fiberglass and graphite. And both have their own very specific purposes, and some crossover between both. Now fiberglass, really good for durability, bait fishing, and usually when you're fishing around the kids and they do something they're not really supposed to. They can bend a lot more than a graphite. Graphite, however, crosses over between both. It's good for bait fishing, but really important when you're using lures. And it also has the added advantage that they're usually lighter and a bit easier to use. All right, there's three main points when looking for what rod to get. You've got the quality of the rod, the length and the line rating, and then the action of the rod and what you're going to use it for. So the quality of the rod. Now the main part of quality that you want to look for is the actual guides. Now you don't want your guides to break or easily corrode because they're expensive to replace. So if you want quality in your gear and you want them to hold up the test of time, look for Fuji guides. They make all the difference. With a graphite rod, awesome for using lures. And that's where the action of the rod comes into play, especially with lures and the type of fishing you're doing. If you're jigging offshore with a short parabolic rainbow action style rod that you usually use jigging, you wouldn't go and use that estuary fishing or casting big long stick baits when you need a big long cast and you're using a longer rod. So the action of the rod and the length is really important. Another really important thing when choosing your rod is your line class and your length. Now your line class you would have seen on rods. You would have seen 1 to 3 kilo, 2 to 5 pound, PE 2 to 4. What the hell does that mean? That's the line that you run through your rod. So 4 pound, 8 pound, 20 pounds. It's the line that you use when you're fishing. Now your length is important for, again, what style of fishing you're doing. Do you want to cast? Maybe I want a longer rod. Do you want to jig? Usually they're shorter. That's another important thing. And then again, tell us what you're doing. We can find a rod that suits you perfect. If you have any questions about what rod to choose or anything else about fishing, we're more than happy to help. So give us a call, send us a message, come in store. More than happy to help you.